NuubCast.
Greetings, fellow noobs! Welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blomus. This is a 1v1. We are on Metalopolis, and it just occurred to me as I was loading up this game that this is not going to happen that often because, from what I understand with the voting that Blizzard did, Metalopolis is on the outs. So, enjoy it while it lasts. Metalopolis has always been one of my favorite maps, and I will not necessarily be sad to see it go out of the map pool. But enough about that. Let me introduce our players. Warlord in the red Terran pieces. His opponent, Brosidon. It's got to be one of my favorite names of all time. I freaking love this. Obviously, play on the, I think, Greek or Nord god of the ocean, Poseidon. And putting the bro in front of it. I gotta love it. Props to you, Brosidon. Not sure. This is one of those instances where I'm unsure of who submitted this replay. So you're going to have to bear with me in that regard as we figured out 9 times out of 10 the guy who won is the one who sent it in. But I can never tell. I get the replays. I send them out for to be screened, and then they come back, and then it's with a yes or no, whatever. And then it's, if they're approved, it's another probably 3 weeks or so until I actually cast them. By that time, I have no idea, often have no idea who has submitted them. So I kind of just cast unknowing. And it's good because I don't know who's going to win. But sometimes what ends up happening is, I become biased during the game as I watch the gameplay. And I begin to not root necessarily for one or the other, but one player will become kind of the focus. And often if you're Protoss, it will be you, because that's obviously the race that I know the most about, because that is the race that I play. But oftentimes I can get down on the other player, as it happened in a recent 2v2, one where I was talking about the orb situation the entire time. I thought the team that submitted the game was not okay. I totally screwed that up. I thought that the team that lost was the team that had submitted it. In the middle of the game, when I didn't know who won or lost, just by what was happening in the game, I assumed the wrong thing, and then I just talked some serious smack about the guy who actually submitted the game, and he called me out on it because I was a dick. And that's cool, man. I definitely, if I'm a dick to you, then definitely call me out. Halcyon Mouse, now Never Sleep. He was the first one who came under my biased ire in a replay. We're talking ages ago, but man, he sent in a game and I just ripped him to shreds. But I was actually I knew that he was the one who submitted it, but I tore into him pretty good. Probably the harshest cast I've ever done. I don't remember what I said in that 2v2, so I don't know exactly. I'm sure it was just commenting on some bad decisions and harping on them. But Scouting Probe gets denied. This is Warlord, which is a pretty funny name in itself. Obviously going off of Warlord, but Warlord is pretty humorous, as we see the Scouting SEV dead as well. So each player has lost a worker. Oh no. Warlord has lost 2. He must have had a second Overlord. A second SCV out there that got picked off probably by, let's see, by Stalker has a kill. That's it. Just one kill. Somebody killed him. Maybe it was a probe. In any case, if you are new to NuubCast, welcome aboard. We are all about exploring the depth of non-pro gameplay and seeing what gems we can find as we watch and learn from one another. if you would like to engage in this journey of noobdom, feel free to send your replays to NuubCast@gmail.com. I will, as I said earlier, send it through my filtration system. And if it comes out nice and shiny on the other end, then I will cast your game here on NuubCast. And you can share it with the world. Warlord going to get his Banshee harass in here. Let's see. Hey, way to go. Cloak is about to finish, and oh wow, is he gonna see this dark shrine? Looks like he's gonna go in and get some plenty of Banshee kills here. And as soon as his units come over, that's 2. Oh, he's going to send his DTs in. I'm not a real huge fan of DT harass against Terran. He does have cloak, remember, so if he wanted to cloak, he could. Like that, but he doesn't have... Now he's chronoing out nothing. Chronoing out... There's the observer. He was waiting for the gas. He didn't have the gas. Oh, he did have the gas. He was just chronoing nothing. Banshee, find those probes, bro. They're sitting over here, hanging out. In the meantime, the DTs have just now gotten into Warlord's base. He just now got enough for his scan. There it is. Lost a tank already. Oh, not going to have enough units to kill the DTs. Oh, my goodness. Is there another tank? Oh, there is another tank that just popped. And the DT's going to kill that as well. My goodness. And he's not going to have enough for another scan in a long time. This DT needs to get in and get in on those SCVs. Like this Banshee. Oh, this is the second Banshee. They must have killed one already. And he's going to go back to work. Let's see what our DT is doing. He's still whacking at that starport, which is making a freaking, what the hell? A Raven. Oh no, don't stop killing it now. Go kill it. Go kill the... You want to kill this before the Raven pops out. Hurry up, kill the starport before the Raven pops out. No. No, Brosidon, no. You're a bad boy. There goes the DT. And apparently the Banshee over here was taken care of at some point as well. We do have an observer out, so obviously the Banshee was killed by some Stakas. Getting another orbital over here. If we check out real quick, Warlord has killed a lot of Brosidon's probes, and therefore in a very nice position economically. We check that income tab. Actually, but he's not that far ahead, so Brosidon was doing a lot better just as far as macro goes, and now he is pumping out a couple more barracks and a factory. We do have the Raven out here, so anything invisible is going to be detected. Brosidon getting his expansion up as Warlord is getting his down as well. We do have siege tech ready, and we do have a Raven up here, so he's going to have vision if he needs it. This orbital obviously getting forced back. Is this Banshee going to cloak? No, there's an observer out here with it, so... But... Tank... Oh, come on, dude. That was BADD. Needs to get a pylon out here. Or just run away. That's totally fine, too. Totally fine, Brosidon. See, Warlord's going to drop this back down on the outside again. No forward pylons. Looks like Brosidon's going to go back to the sea, back home, get his economy going. Everything pretty even thus far. Whoa. Very fast Archons here from Brosidon. Oh, he made them from the DTs he had. Okay. I thought he was going Templar here. I was like, wait a minute. Few zealots. Oh, I'm so boring. Vikings out now. Odd choice here for Warlord. There's no indication of any Colossus build at all. So I'm very curious as to why... Oops, not B. Oh, sorry. I hit back. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, he doesn't have... He sees this stuff, but nothing else. I mean, there's no reason for him to think there's going to be Colossus. I don't know why he's going air Vikings. Another starport. Pumping tanks and Marines. There's no tech lab. Only this one here where he's just now starting stim. Poseidon getting charge. Food, again, pretty even. Warlord with a slight advantage. He's about to be mined out here in his main. Just now moving guys over to the natural. Man, I gotta stop yawning. He's got a couple more DTs warped in here now. I'm surprised. There's the Archon. I was like, why is he not making them to an Archon? And you kind of have to. If you decide to go DTs against Terran, once there's a Raven on the field, it's just pointless to try and go DTs, really. Because they're not slow. They're not like an observer slow. And so even if you decided to warp them in the back here, they would die pretty quick. But that Raven is an investment, 200-200, so... Charge being chronoed out here. Going to be finishing just about nowish. Lots of zealots to take advantage of that. Double forge going down for Poseidon. Both guys sitting on 2 base. Doesn't look like there's much of an idea of... Looks like Warlord wants to kind of turtle it up here. He's going to want to take a 3rd base soon if that's the case. Because he's about mined out here. He's going to need to move some guys down to the low ground. And now getting medvacs instead of Vikings, which I fully support. Archon, Zealot, Stalker, no upgrades yet, but I'm sure he's going to be working on them. We do have +1 for Terran. These guys are finished, so and the money is there, so anytime he wants to do his double upgrades, he can do that. But this is not a strong enough force to attack into this many tanks. Just now getting some Marauders out, not going to make too much of a difference with what's coming. The tanks really are what you need to worry about. Wow, 2 more Archons adding to the mix. That's pretty good. And just going with the Zealots with the Archons in the back. Charging in. See how this is going to go. He is down in upgrades. These tanks on the high ground are going to be doing a whole lot of damage. The Archons are basically all that's left with these 2 Stalkers in the back. And he's going to have to run away. And the Banshee giving a little bit of chase. Don't forget to turn off your cloak. Yeah, just too many tanks on the high ground for him to break that. He got, killed a lot of units. But right with that, he probably wants to get his 3rd right now, Poseidon. He's actually really late for a 3rd. He's going now. And as you can see, he's got that set up. But he's very late for a 3rd. And Poseidon does not want to push. Not yet, bro. Not with this. No way. I do not like this push at all. He doesn't have an observer. He's just getting pummeled from the high ground. There's so many tanks here. And down goes his entire army. And Warlord just got himself a nice big advantage. And yeah, Poseidon is going to have to abandon his post here, which is going to allow Warlord to expand. And it looks like that is precisely what he's going to do. He's going to come up here and drop a CC. I'm guessing. I'm guessing. Poseidon's third up and running. He's got 3 more gates. Probably add a few more. Although he is well spent here as far as money. Now finally starting to pump out these upgrades. It's 1-1. But Warlord already 1-1. No upgrades for the tanks as of yet though. But we're getting more and more barracks. Well, more and more. 4, which is a lot more than he had. Both these guys could do with some more production facilities. We've got 6 gates, which is good on 2 base. 6 gates and a robo. And he's added 3 over here, which he can open up now and transfer some probes over. 1-1 is finished for Poseidon. His third base is beginning construction. This, I just don't understand. Again, he hasn't scouted anything to make him think that there's anything air-related coming, so he's just doing it, you know, just in case. Now, Poseidon doing really fine on gas. He just really needs minerals, so he doesn't need to make any. He doesn't need to take any more gas as of yet. But if he makes a bunch of DTs or Templars or whatever, and we are seeing Templars being warped in, is he getting Storm? Not yet. Is he going to use them for Storm? Better to go with Templars at this point rather than DTs for no other reason than they cost a little bit more gas, but he's heavy on gas and not on minerals, and they cost considerably less minerals. 150, I'm pretty sure, is the cost for a Templar, yeah. So, and they're both 2 food. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So, in his particular circumstance, even if he just wanted to make more Archons, Templar are the way to go. But Storm, 3/4 of the way done. And Storm, while really good against the bio units, really not going to be all that helpful against the tanks. They will soften them up a little bit for the charge lots, but again, I mean, he does have a lot of Templar though, so who knows? Who knows? Let's see how it goes. I have the Terran player has a good hefty lead, about 20 food right now, but Storm is the great equalizer in that regard, so we really want to see how the engagements go. And look at Poseidon getting brave and taking the middle. If he is able to get this up and going, it is going to be a huge help for him. Warlord already mined out in his main. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Poseidon's about to be. There's the scan on low ground. It's going to see the Templar Archives. Going to see the Double Forge, which are not working right now. They really need to be working. Is he warping in a lot of Zealots again? Zealots and Templar. And 3 more gateways. I think he's good on gateways right now. Everything's loaded up. What's he got? No tanks. This is going to be an all bio drop. He's not going to see it coming, but he's going to be able to react. I hope he does not go to the main, because I mean, if he wants to hit the economy, he has to go to the natural, because the main is completely mined out. He'll be able to kill several probes, but unfortunately, the Templar are going to be back here, going to be able to do all kinds of feedback if he gets here on time and Storm, but it doesn't look like he is doing any of that. The medevacs are just going to clear out, and this army is going to eat it. Between the DTs and the Zealots, there was just no hope. And this one Stalker, when you have 6 medevacs healing a couple of Marines, they're going to do okay. You definitely don't want to attack with probes, Poseidon, unless you're just quitting. What the heck was that, bro? There's 2 Marines here. 2. And they killed a lot. They killed a lot of probes. But Poseidon working it in the middle, and I'm guessing that Warlord has no idea. No, he does not. Because, again, he's just not actively scouting. He did throw down a couple of scans, so he knows he's got a third. And now he knows what he has as far as tech, etc. He still hasn't scouted in the main. Not that there's anything new there. But, and he still, actually, things have evened out food-wise because of what he lost right there. But he's still got a bunch of tanks. They are very well spread out. I don't know if he wants to... They're definitely out of position. I mean, he's got them well spread out here, but is he going to get a repair on this? He's not. Oh, he storms his own zealots, though. Planetary Fortress goes down very quickly. He's got several Templar here. 6 of them. All with lots of storms. Yeah, Warlord's now in trouble. And I'm going to guess that Poseidon takes this. Even though he still has a 20 food lead, Warlord does. Poseidon's got more bases. Now he lost his only real main mining base because this is about to be mined out as well. This is the problem with muling, although he's got full energy on all of his things, so I don't know if he's muling all that much. But one of the problems with mules is the fact that they mine you out all that much faster. Oh, the probe's gonna see the income. Was he looking at the minimap? That's the question, because he is not moving anything over there, so he's gonna get a huge surprise here. This drop comes and kills a lot of drones, likely going to lose this Nexus, stimming up. The Nexus will fall, and feedback. Nope, not gonna get it off in time. Lots of DTs in the mix here. Warlord trading base for base. You want to take my third? I'm going to take your third. But again, he still has no idea about this gold base in the middle. So Warlord, because he's not scouting, all he really needs to do is send someone to this tower. And he's going to see, and there's the scan. And immediately the drop comes in to take out the gold base. But here comes Poseidon on a flank coming into this third. He's going to be able to take down everything. And with Warlord's army being split up like this, it doesn't even matter if he loses the gold at this point. If Poseidon pushes, he's going to win. If Poseidon pushes, he will win. He's not going to save this gold. Got some Thors coming in here. All those DTs are going to die. But here's the push on the south side. Poseidon's just going to walk right through. He's going to clean this whole thing up rather easily. The question now is, does Warlord continue on and keep going with the base trade, or he's got so many Templar, he needs to be careful. Needs to be careful. Oh, from the high ground, nice storms. Feedbacking the... Wow, excellent. Feedbacking all the Thors, putting a pretty good hurt on them. But this Colossus is not long for this world with Vikings and Thors pounding on it. But it looks like Warlord is hurting. And once this last Thor goes down... Unless he's going to drop those Vikings, these Zealots look to be taking it here. Yeah, this is going to be it. Going to see GG any minute now. Good game. Good game. I love that. I love that. You know what your problem was, Warlord? You didn't make any ghosts. If you the minute you see Templar, the minute you see Archons, if you're a Terran player playing a Protoss, you must make ghosts or you will get creamed. I mean, the only way to counter storms, or feedback for that matter, obviously, is ghosts and EMP taking away the energy. It's the only thing you can do, but it's necessary. Don't cry Imba because you didn't play the matchup correctly. It's not the balance. It's not the fault of balance. It's your decision making. Take responsibility for your own actions, or inaction, as the case may be. Good game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. Nice to see. That was definitely a well-balanced matchup, very equally skilled. Towards the end, once the end came and it was even close. That last battle was even close. And the only reason that Poseidon was able to come out on top was because there was no EMP. And he was able to get feedback on all of those Thors, took away half their life. Otherwise, those Thors would have won the day, and that would have been a big, Poseidon would have been the one saying, "Oh, good GG Imba." All right, guys. Keep climbing that ladder.